What up, what up? Thank you for tuning in to episode 2.
Number 2
of the Kombo BreakerZ podcast. I am Jack, aka Mr. Bilbo Swaggers, and to my left we have
Jet, aka Jet's Cosplay.
Avery, also known as Mr. Magic.
And last but definitely not least, it's your boy Mario, aka Super M.
Put some on the super that time. Super M. Alright, guys, so this time, Dreamhack.
Yes.
Woo.
I heard the homies went to Dreamhack. My ass had to work.
It was definitely
So
an
I'm about to
experience.
hear all this shit for pretty much the first time, I guess. Some of it, I guess, because I ain't heard everything.
Yeah.
So I guess we can start with a little brief history of what is Dreamhack. I guess from doing some research and all that shit.
Straight my tie, doing some research.
It's okay. So Dreamhack is pretty much the world's largest digital festival, and it holds a record for like the world's largest LAN party, like the official Guinness record, which is pretty dope.
Probably have the largest LAN party in Atlanta too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I doubt I've
sure.
seen
That's what it says on the website, too.
anything like that. So yeah. Secondly, it holds festivals all over the world.
11 locations to be exact.
11?
Yeah, 11. 3 of them are in the U.S.
And was this the first time in Atlanta
This
this
was
year?
the first time in Atlanta, indeed.
That's awesome.
So we got spoiled a little bit.
Oh yeah,
That's-
just a tad.
We'll get into details why we were selected to be spoiled.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, we
Some
definitely
some juicy secrets.
yeah some
man.
secrets we probably
man.
not supposed to say, but we're gonna say it.
Oh dang.
'Cause we're the Combo Breakers.
Spoilers.
Break rules.
Hey, look. As long as we don't get arrested or anything, I ain't trying to see all that. Anyway, Dreamhack again holds the biggest LAN party, festivals all over the world, and it's all about computers, digital entertainment, culture surrounding all these things. It's pretty major, right? Like,
Yep.
Am I right to assume so?
It's very major. I think in Sweden it's considered a national holiday.
Oh damn!
Yeah, like
It's
it's
that,
that
it's
big.
that real.
Yeah.
Something
I
like it related to like the video game of Tomorrow World.
Yeah, it's the video game version of Tomorrow World. Especially the opening ceremony out there is lit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah,
looks,
like we were speaking with what was his name, Mario?
who are you talking about, Trevor or Greg?
Greg.
Greg.
And he let us know what just real quick say who Greg is.
So Greg is the event organizer for Dreamhack. He's one of the event organizers, him and Kyle.
So when we were speaking with him, he let us know like pretty much Sweden had extra shit there. This shit is over the top.
Like what?
Like
what was-
for example, when an Overwatch rocket hits somebody, like flames will fucking burst out in front
the
of the fucking
stage.
crowd on the
What?
stage.
Yeah,
They had
that's
pyrotechnics.
They had
and shit?
like, pyrotechnics that were so incredible. So
That's
like
crazy.
I think was it CS:GO that when they plant the bomb, like for like I guess the bomb mode or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't play CS:GO,
Yeah.
but whenever they plant the bomb and that team scored, explosions and fire would also come from out the stage. And then that
No
year
way.
they turned it up to like 11, and it was so loud and so much heat that people thought a real bomb went off. And then they had to dial it down.
yeah.
And then they had to
So,
down
I
that
mean,
back.
they were trying to do it big. I mean,
Like that.
shoot.
This has already happened in Atlanta one time.
Right.
Let's
So
not have that happen again.
Right. So that was
Yeah.
that was overseas. But yeah, it was definitely the first time in Atlanta, and actually we're really lucky to Atlanta.
Extremely
Super lucky. So Dreamhack goes all over the southeast. They were
Right,
scoping out the region, of course,
Mhm.
and one of the main reasons why I was here in Atlanta was because of the George Congress Center. Like that was the only facility that
could hold
was one of the few facilities in the southeast that could contain it, like just for floor space. Also,
They got AC. We know that for a fact.
They got AC.
They got AC.
But they also had
the
that
biggest
fiber
thing.
internet.
Yeah, the biggest
Oh
thing was
yeah, I
That's the
see.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
he let us know like it was supposed to be hosted in Orlando. We're probably not supposed to be saying this, but fuck it. It was supposed to be hosted in Orlando. The venue that they were looking at was about what he said $500,000 a day
For internet. For internet, yeah.
for internet. So
Damn.
3 days you could do the fucking math.
Right.
Over $1 million. So
Right.
A lot of money.
so thank you Orlando for being expensive because Atlanta
Right,
appreciates
we got
that
it.
shit.
Like yeah, I was gonna ask like what was the reason for them choosing Atlanta specifically, but
Yeah,
I
there it
mean
is.
I guess
Yep.
that's what it is.
So yeah, so we are extremely lucky. We were definitely trying to pretty much weed out talking to the coordinator, like, are you going to come back here? We wanted a definite answer because it was so much of breathtaking, for one, to have them see how the setup was, and they had, like, you know, shit hanging from the ceilings, and everything was just connected beautifully. The structure of everything was good as far as where the vendors was at.
Right.
All the stages were on one side, and everything was just put together so well. And pretty much he was like 50-50 on it. He was like iffy on it, but then again, he wasn't like, okay, I'm not saying that we're not coming back to Atlanta.
I mean, because it turned out pretty well, right? It was a lot of people.
Yeah, it turned out very well.
It was a decent amount of people. And I have a few critiques for Dreamhack. But before I get to that, I want to talk about some of the good. All right. So among the people we met, of course, I got a few shout-outs. Shout-outs to my boy Trevor Marks. Yeah.
Definitely.
He was crew coordinator, I believe. AKA Mr. Everything. We joked about him.
Mr. Everything?
Yeah, man. We joked and asked him how in the world did he manage to put all these stages on his back and set them up by himself in 2 days. I just don't understand, Trevor. How did you do it?
2 days?
Nah,
That's
we
crazy.
was joking. We was joking with him. He was all over the place doing a lot of good work, and he had some time to stop with us and hang out. Once everything was kind of set up, and he took us backstage, and we met Greg.
That's where we met Greg.
Yeah, we had a good conversation with him. Yeah, we talked about the highlights of Dreamhack. We got to see the setups backstage, where the streamers were, where the talent sits in the lounge room.
Yep, lounge rooms.
We got to see, we got to hang out with the crew. I mean, it's a huge undertaking.
It is
huge.
Yeah.
It is. I have never seen so much stuff put up in my life. Every game had its own stage, had its own streamers, had its own setup. It looked like
bigger than Evo, like setup wise.
I've never been to Evo, man, but it was a small Evo here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I've seen it though, but for the scale, man, it ain't like nothing to just look straight up and still be looking up.
Like there's more. Damn.
Yeah, man. It was good. Shout outs to Jabali, man. He ran like 4 tournaments.
You did say you met him down there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he ran 4 tournaments damn near by himself, yo. Like, the tournaments ran extremely smooth, man. It's extremely smooth.
They seemed like it. I got to watch like some of the streams, and like, a lot of times you have like a lot of like breaks or just hiccups and stuff that you would expect the stream dropping, but I didn't like see any of that on my end.
Because they did get everything corrected on day one. Because day one, they're like, I know you said you're going to get to the negatives, but day one they did have the internet down for about, I want to say about 3-4 hours.
Ooh, jeez.
So I legit text my friend, was like, you text me when this shit is back up and running. So I'll go down there and be pissed off. So, no, they did get that up and running, though.
At least they fixed it quickly.
Yeah, they did. They did fix it. After it was fixed, of course, there were no more issues for the rest of the 3 days that Dreamhack was here. As far as it coming to Atlanta, I wanted to jump back for a little bit. We had an awesome fucking performance by Waka Flocka.
Oh, yeah.
They brought Waka Flocka here. And,
He's
already
got all
here.
it on video. Right?
Yeah, and one of our combo breakers that's not here, there's Ice Cold Crusher. He's legit like right next to fucking Waka Flocka like the whole time.
Not next to him. Waka Flocka had his cell phone in his hand,
video rapping like to his phone and shit.
We'll put the video up on
somewhere
on the Combo Breakers page.
Combo Breakers page.
But yeah, man, it was great. As far as the venue and how they organized everything, we've seen what it looks like with MomoCon, right? We know where all the gaming centers and that's what I kind of expected. No, all the lights inside were dimmed except for the laser lights and a few spotlights here and there. Everything was extremely neat and organized. They lined up every stage right next to each other, almost carnival style. So you could sit there and see all of the screens. I think I was trying to watch Smash Bros, Brawl, and not Brawl, but Smash 4 and Melee at the same time while trying to catch Injustice, while still
multitasking.
And they had all the fighters on one end and all the shooters on another end.
Yeah, that was clever.
It was
I
very
clever.
clever.
That will show you how organized the whole event was.
It was good, man. They had good merch there. I picked up a few items myself.
What'd you get?
So first of all, I had and there will probably be a picture that I was on the Snapchat with Bowser. I had bought a giant Bowser plush toy, and I couldn't fit him anywhere else but in one of these bags. So I had him on the front of my bag, like how them dads have their kids.
like the little pouch.
Yeah. So somebody
Wow.
caught me on Snapchat, and they put me on the Snapchat, which was pretty dope. The next thing I bought was a brand new laptop, and this is a mechanical keyboard. I'm sorry, it's a mechanical keyboard, so not these little pressy buttons. It's like one of them old school typewriters. Yeah. Man, it looks so great sitting up there by the rig. I feel like it's complete now.
That was the last piece, that little keyboard.
Yeah, the keyboard was really what set it off.
A little new with some old.
Yeah, it's like it's like some futuristic.
Yeah, the name of their corporation is Ozio Corp.
Mm-hmm.
It's a company that makes classic retro keyboards, but futuristic and remarkable looking at the same time. They do have like weight to their keyboard to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. You know, mainly for gamers. You know, push against your keyboard, shit gets knocked over. But they put weight in there. It's very clever. They do have like the custom keyboard where when you actually hit a key, it lights up that one key, and you can like fucking follow it like Michael Jackson walking on the fucking ground.
like that. If you run your fingers across, they fade away, bro.
That's wow.
Amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, Mario, tell them about your custom controller.
I was about to get to that. So for the longest, and I am a terrible first-person shooter player, by the way.
Too. You have to get something to help him out.
Shots fired.
Wow.
Hey,
look,
look.
For real though, I'm trash at it myself. Like,
it's still not gonna help me out. I'm gonna still be trash.
Right. But I got this bomb controller.
Exactly.
But I got the best controller on the block.
Right,
Let me tell you, man, this is a custom
Custom.
Scuff Gaming controller. Shout outs to Scuff Gaming. Talk to some of those guys out there. They do really awesome work. This thing, first of all, the paint job.
Oh
Joker. Boy, Joker. White, green, and purple. I got the PlayStation controller, but has an Xbox controller body, right? I got the adjustable triggers,
Bam.
right? I could be hair trigger, I could be full trigger, doesn't even matter. The sticks, the left and right analog, are you could take them out completely and interchange them. I don't have to really depend on any stick extenders because they do sometimes fall off.
Oh yeah,
you know, especially when you're in the middle of something. And also I've got the 4 paddles on the back. I went in, they had a special there at Dreamhack. You get all that for $199.
That's not bad because like if you buy online, it's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too much more over like $200 flat, but it's still pretty pricey.
Oh yeah, man. It's a wonderful collection piece that I added.
Super nice though.
Ooh,
like
real
I
nice.
almost like when you were talking about buying one at Dreamhack, I was online looking at all the options. Like, maybe I need to go ahead and grab me one just to grab one.
Right.
They're fucking.
They're really nice.
They got like grips on the back. Like you can customize like what kind of grip you want on the thumbsticks. You can even get like a different wheel for like the D-pad and stuff.
Yep. It's there. I went and I saw the things that I needed, and I would have bought more. I would have bought so much more. They were Speaking of, guys, just want to let you guys know that we are planning some exclusive Kombo BreakerZ jerseys. That's right, FGC jerseys, aka.
Yes.
So everybody, when y'all go to tournaments, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be KBZ Super M. You know what I'm saying, representing.
You know what
I'm saying? It's gonna look
very
fine.
official. Yeah, when we walk around in the tournament, it's looking very official. From
Right.
now on, KBZ
Right.
is gonna be out there.
Right.
Now I actually gotta practice.
Yeah. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
You can lab it up after this.
Yeah.
And kicking back into the tech part of the convention at Dreamhack, there was something that really fucking impressed us. We went to their booth because we were pretty much just walking around getting free tickets for raffles. Shout out to all the vendors that was giving out free shit. Thank you for my headphones because I want headphones. So cool. But speaking of headphones, so we stopped at a vendor where you can take this pretty much they have a set. I want to say it's a fucking damn, I lost my train of thought.
It's the mic.
The mic, I was thinking about the magnet. There's a magnet that can attach onto any headset you own. So for example, say your favorite fucking headset is your Beats, and you wish you could play your Beats while talking on a microphone while playing your game. Well, you can do that shit now. They have a magnet where it connects to your headphones, and you can plug it into a splitter. They have a splitter you plug into your controller. One goes into the mic, one goes into the headphones. So you can always wear your rock your fucking favorite headphones from now on with that new
so
technology.
you don't have to buy like a Turtle Beach headset or anything like that. You can use some headphones you already got.
These things like
add
$50.
this attachment.
Yeah,
and
so
then
no
just
longer
keep
dropping
rocking.
$80 to $100 on headphones.
Well, you might. I mean, initially you might if you paid that much for your headphones.
But if you already paid the money for your headphones, you don't have to go
no
out
sense
and buy
in
a
buying
separate.
another
Right.
set.
Right.
Yeah, you already got the audio the way you want, and they were very low profile. When you detach it, there isn't like some big magnet thing sticking out. It's like a little
tiny.
It looked like a little one of them little like batteries, them little watch batteries, the tiny ones.
Yeah, it was really small.
Real small, man. It was good. Speaking of the raffles, though, I got the worst luck in the world.
The worst luck in the world. Oh my god.
Let's hear about it. Let's
Oh
hear about it.
What happened?
I haven't heard
So
about
he-
this yet.
Okay,
Before he bought the keyboard. Go ahead.
all right. So I'm just gonna let y'all know I got the worst luck in the world, and this motherfucker Jet got the best luck in the world, right? So we go over there. We're collecting raffles, right? And they're like, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we'll give you a raffle ticket for each. And the first one they were giving away a 27-inch monitor.
Yes.
And so I didn't tell Jet that there were other prizes. So Jet focuses all of his Jedi mind trickery into his ticket number, and he looks at me. He's like, "I'm about to win," and I look at him like, "This motherfucker right here." And then, sure enough, like they called two numbers of people that weren't there, and then they called his number. He's like, "Yep, that's me." And then he thought he was so sure.
He just fucking knew that.
Somebody in the crowd. Actually, shout out to Jim. We never talked about a lot of the FGC stuff that we got into here in Atlanta, but we'll talk about that later on.
Yeah, we can tell him.
But shout out to Jim. He just came up to me and he said, there are a couple people in this world. If you're unlucky, you know it. You know you're unlucky, right? And there are some people who are lucky, but they don't know it, right? You're like, oh, okay, it's always a surprise to them. But then you have those motherfuckers who are lucky and they know it. I swear.
I know
This
people
motherfucker
like
Jet
that.
is one of
Just
them.
add him to the list.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Man.
Not to mention, I won 2 TVs at my job.
See?
I'll never win.
He's swimming in luck right now.
250-inch
Look,
TVs at my job.
The one thing I've ever won was like a Batman figure off Instagram, and that was it. Like,
Bruh, let me tell you, I start plotting, right? So I go over to this booth, right? I'm not going to name the booth. I'm not going to give up my secrets. But I go over there, right? And I get the 3 tickets, right? And then the guy who's giving the tickets turns away, and his assistant comes up. Now, I know certain people just think all black people look the same. So he couldn't tell if I was there or not.
he couldn't even recognize the pompadour you had going on. Like, that didn't stand out.
I had the most unique look in the world, and I sat there and walked up to him, pretend like I ain't never been there before. So I got 3 more tickets, right?
That's 6.
So then, my homegirl Allie, she was at the event, so we were hanging out for a little bit, and then she goes over. I say, "Hey, why don't you sign up for this thing?" Right? I'm thinking, just trying to get everybody some tickets because we were telling everybody to get tickets.
Right.
She gets 3. Right? And then we walk over to the other guy who was standing right next to him. And we was like, we've never been there before. So she gets 3 more and I get 3 more. Right? So if you counting, I had 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Then I bring all of these dudes over here. And I'm sitting here with 15 tickets deep. Right?
15.
And I bring them there and they give me extra tickets for bringing it. I ended up having 21 tickets. 21 tickets, fam.
21.
With 3 chances to win.
And you didn't win shit.
I was waiting for you to say.
I didn't win nothing.
That's what you get for being greedy.
Man.
Exactly.
Bruh.
I was legit standing on the Mario was so adamant that he was about to win something. He went up to the people while they were fucking yelling out the fucking ticket
He's like,
numbers.
I got this.
So
I got 21 tickets. Ain't no way I'm not fucking winning. Like, come
So
on.
me, Darius, and Genesis, shout out to Genesis, we're sitting there, and I'm like, dude, Mario's about to be so pissed. Because like I said, I have the feelings, I ain't meaning like throw anything at you or anything. I'm like, man, Mario's about to be so pissed when his shit doesn't get called. His shit's not about to get called. And I just knew it. And he calls for the fucking... Like he said, we were at the keyboard booth. Fuck it, you can say you were at the keyboard booth. You purchased the shit, so we can say we were at the keyboard booth since you got extra tickets or whatever. So anyway, he calls for the free keyboard. The kid wins it. The crowd disperses, and you just see Mario with a fucking rain cloud over his head, face down, pissed off, walking. Bruh, I got the worst luck.
So, Mario,
That's
you
fucked
telling us
up.
that you was salty? Was
No,
you
I wasn't
salty in that
salty.
moment?
I wasn't salty. Actually, I knew I wasn't gonna win because I never win anything.
Okay,
I have
at least-
never.
At least
At
you
least you
did.
didn't like
Okay.
hype yourself up like, yo, I got 21
No,
tickets. I'm about to
I
win.
was just
No, he
surprised I
did
got
hype himself
21
up.
tickets.
Yeah.
I was just hyped that I had that many tickets because I knew this was gonna prove irrefutably how bad my luck was. Bro, I had so many tickets I couldn't even hold them. I had to lay them out on a table. That's why I went up there. I had to lay them out on a table so that I could see and read. But you know what? I may have bad luck.
This man lost 21 times.
Look, I may have bad luck, but I do not have worse luck than this one kid. After the crowd disperses, he walks up and he's like, because they called some numbers a couple of times and nobody claimed them, right? So they kept it moving. And he walks up and he's just like, oh man, I was actually the winner of the keyboard, right? And it was a nice keyboard. I wish y'all could have seen it, man. It was amazing. But he's like, I was the winner of the keyboard, but when you called the number, you skipped ahead too fast before I could read it. I look over here like,
how slow do you read? First of all, this
Right.
This is a contest.
Right.
You better fucking get your tickets fast.
Look,
you better
I'm
read
like,
fast.
Boy, now
You
look
better
here.
listen faster than everybody else.
I had 21 tickets, fam, and I could read all of my shit before you could read yours. I knew I lost, and I was like, ain't no way in hell you gonna sit here and try to claim a keyboard. Get that shit out of here.
After the fact. He
After
had
the fact.
the time that the number was called, the time that the guy actually picked up the keyboard to hand it to the person that was coming up. He checked his ticket, the person who gave him the ticket, before he handed him the keyboard. He hands him the keyboard, the crowd fucking disperse, and then he walks up to the guy. This was at least a good fucking full 2 minutes, so you could say
I
something.
couldn't like jump and say, "Yo,
Exactly.
it's me."
Right,
Like,
hey, wait,
fucking-
God. Oh,
if
man.
you
I would've-
won
He couldn't make
something,
himself known.
like
turn it
jump,
up
do
like
something,
crazy, man.
like
Yeah.
Jesus
turn your
Christ.
phone on, wave the bitch in the air, like do something, like
He must have been drunk.
Yeah.
He had to be
He must have
drunk.
been something.
either
We'll
that or
leave,
just
leave it at that.
very,
He must have
very
been something.
timid, maybe.
Well,
If
all in
anything.
all, I gotta say, guys, Dreamhack was amazing. It stands to be the premier gaming event in Atlanta. This thing drew the Halo, the World Championships was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this could really cement Atlanta as a hub for esports. We all already have E-League.
E-League.
Shout out to Christina, VP of E-League. We
Hey,
had a little
to meet her
sit down.
there.
Yeah, we met her there. We rapped for a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the building.
A lot of networking, definitely.
Yeah, there was a lot of networking that weekend. But probably the most productive event or convention that I've ever been at. We got to hang out with our boy Sebastian, also from E-League.
Yep.
A few of the other employees were walking on the floor. I got a chance to see them.
Mhm.
Shout outs to the cosplayers that were at the
Hey.
event. You know, we ourselves are cosplayers, and so we love that community.
All right, while we're on the topic of cosplayers, I do want to give a shout out to my fellow cosplayer that looked out for your boy
All right.
and got me them free VIP tickets. My God. Nicole, big shout out to you. You can look her up at Find Nicole here. Her and her boyfriend George, they actually run this computer. They pretty much build fucking gamer computers, and they run their brand is called CLX Cybertron PC CLX for all you PC gamers out there. It's powered by Axis or Anus. I'm not sure how the fuck to say the shit.
Did you say anus?
Did you
Yeah,
say anus?
whatever.
Did you say anus?
No, you can. You're not
I
just
think
going.
you
You're
can't
not
just
going
skip over
zoom
that
past
part.
that.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
gotta skip over it.
we're just gonna zip past that.
No. Bring it back.
Okay.
Rewind.
Hey, bring that ass back here. Did you say anus?
No. No.
Alright.
I refuse to admit
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
it. ASUS.
Asus.
Asus Jesus. Anyway, that's what it's powered by. It has a amazing graphic display, a GeForce GTX graphic card. I'm not sure what the fuck that means, but it made everything look amazing.
Is it the 1080?
Yes.
The 1080
Ooh,
is
that's a beast.
amazing, man. The 1080 is what I have in my rig that runs my Oculus Rift. If they using 1080s, get on those PCs ASAP. You will not need anything for gaming unless you're trying to run some ridiculous stuff, which, you know, is
Absolutely.
Ain't no
unnecessary.
telling what you're doing at
Right.
that point. Trying to clone
Exactly.
people and shit.
So thanks, George. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for looking out for your boy. Giving me free 2 badges. I actually gave one of the badges to Darius, and he took full advantage of walking around everywhere he could.
Yep.
Everywhere he could. Chat, what do these badges do? I'm about to find out. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, it was very hospitable. Big shout out to Jim. We're going to go ahead and hit up Jim. Jim, he runs a local tournament here in Atlanta called the Lab Gaming Center. So big shout out to Jim. He's very hospitable. He worked for DreamHack as well. And you already touched on Trevor. The boy looked out for us, getting us backstage and everything. But those are my 3 shout outs that I had to hit up.
Right. I want to shout out to the winners of the cosplay competition. Some friends of ours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your boy Charles Xavier.
Boy, Charles came in there.
That's for
with
real
the
his
Carmine,
name too,
yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's legit.
The man's name is for real
Charles Xavier. Right. Shout outs for him taking first place. It was $1,500 that he won. Absolutely deserved it, man. Amazing cosplayer.
Drinks on Charles.
Drinks on Charles.
Drinks on
Charles,
Charles.
if you out there, drinks on you. We'll be at Battle and Brew.
Shout out to your brand, Ebony Warrior Studios.
Right. Ebony Warrior Studios. Check them out.
Because black representation matters.
Yeah, right.
That's the
right.
slogan right there.
Right. And a shout out to and I think that was in the he was in the professional league.
Yeah, it was like different for the cosplay competition. There was like different brackets. There was like pretty much, to keep it simple, it was like rookie, expert, fucking legendary, and he was in the like the legendary bracket, and he won that and won the 1,500.
Right. A friend of mine, Allie from Alley Cat Cosplay, she also took first place in her division. I think it was her first time making props that weekend too. Yeah. So shout outs to her and big congratulations.
Her prop was dope as fuck too.
Yeah, man. Like they put a lot of work, and we will be in cosplay pretty soon. So check us out.
I actually entered the cosplay.
But
contest.
you ain't.
It didn't go on stage.
And we went backstage, and the guy got so mad. I was like, "Why did you take it off?" I'm like, "Bro, I was sweating." And then he secretly whispered to me, like, "I got first place in one of the contests, and in one of the 3 categories."
See,
he was like, "You came in first in one of the categories." So I was
you
like,
missed out.
"Yeah, I'm on TV already.
Aww.
I get enough shine. I gotta let the other Atlanta cosplayers community shine.
Put the camera spotlight on you, boy. One good time.
I gotta let everybody else get their shine."
Being real light skin right now.
Right. Oh man. So DreamHack was also host to a lot of really good tournaments.
Yeah.
This weekend, a lot of professionals came out from out of town.
I was kind of surprised by that. I thought I don't know. I didn't think as many people would show up as they did. I mean, obviously you didn't get all the big names, but there were some heavy hitters there.
Yeah, man. We got to see. I know I was keeping my eyes on Injustice most of the time. As a main Injustice player, that was the main tournament I kept my eyes on. Mm-hmm. So it was really good to see your boy KP Katana Prime.
He's the best commentator out there.
Period.
Knowledgeable, love for the game, obviously ingrained in the community. Like he's bomb.
Yeah, he's bomb, man. Like, and I had a chance to talk to him a little bit. Out there, we were all playing casuals, and he said when he first got into the scene, man, he was real shy. He never asked anybody for games. You know what I'm saying? Real cool. And he got in contact with Sebastian, and Sebastian kind of brought him in, and then all of a sudden now he's looking at the games, and he told me, he's like, man, I thought to myself, these games can be commentated better. Yeah. This thing could be ran better, and he just kind of took it upon himself to just kind of go in there and do his thing.
And I appreciate that too, because he a lot of times put actually playing the game to the side to be TO, basically run the tournaments. Make sure everything is going smooth. Make sure people are keeping track of the brackets and not lollygagging around when they fucking got a game up.
Right.
He iron fucking hand runs that shit. It's admirable as hell because he could just be playing and
he did say that he wanted to actually join this tournament, but he actually couldn't because they didn't let commentators
paid employees
get into the tournament.
That makes sense. That's kind of why some people who develop games can't play in tournaments and stuff. So makes sense.
But commentating with him was Say Jam, no stranger to to the FGC. I became a fan of his through E-League. So So the finals. I mean, the tournaments. What did you guys think about them? Like,
man,
they
I
were
love that.
they were ran pretty well.
Yeah.
But again, like you know, I really only play like Injustice, and I don't play Street Fighter, but I watch it, and those are the games I was following. But they did have Smash Melee tournament, a Smash 4 tournament, Tekken 7. You know, I think some doubles in some of the fighting games, and of course they had like, you know, their shooters and stuff, which we probably won't get into.
We play fighting games, folks.
Yeah, I guess we could just go ahead and run through like some of the winners.
Yeah.
For Smash Melee, first place was PG Plup. Second place, Liquid Hungry Box.
Hungry Box, boy, that.
And Fox Mewtwo King.
Right.
Was he the one that was playing the Jigglypuff Hungry Box?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Look, my goodness, that.
I was
Jigglypuff-
laughing from a distance, Sam. I was looking at the screen just laughing like, is someone up there beasted with
Right.
Jigglypuff?
Yes.
Jigglypuff is bomb,
Yo,
dude.
and the thing about it is, Hungry Box is Jigglypuff. There are no other Jigglypuffs, right? When you pick Jigglypuff, you're actually just picking Hungry Box. You know what I'm saying? But because he does stuff with that character that should just not be
Like,
possible.
can you for real do that in the game?
Bruh.
Is that a thing?
And it just
It is now.
yeah, and it just goes to say, man, when you develop tech, when your tech is yours and it came from your brain,
Right.
can't
Nobody
copy
forgets it.
Yeah, nobody can copy you. Nobody can do it better than
Because
you.
you did it first.
Right. And he made Jigglypuff. I thought he was gonna take it, honestly, but it was really good to see him up there. Been a big fan of his since like way back in the day. Mewtwo King in the building as well. I've never actually seen him in person. It was very interesting to just. A lot of times I'm a people watcher, and I just kind of just watch the pros. I see him on TV, but like, yo, exactly how you see him on TV and in that documentary, that's exactly how he was. Like, there's just the personality was there. We also had Smash 4. What was that?
Smash 4, yeah. First place, MVG Salem, which is actually the same guy that won Evo.
Yep.
He beat Zero at Evo.
Yep.
And there was some salt afterwards.
Yep.
I think we meant to mention that last time we had this podcast. But yeah, he totally won. Second place was CLG Void.
Mm-hmm.
And third place was Tweet.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yep.
So what about Tekken?
Tekken 7. Again, we are, you know, just now really getting into like, you know, the players and stuff, so we don't necessarily know them, sorry, but
Yeah.
we'll be following for sure. Stream Me Anakin took first place.
Mm-hmm.
Second, PG Speed Kicks, and third, Princess Ling, which is probably obviously a Xiao Yu player.
But
How you
you know,
say it? Xiao Yu?
Xiao Yu.
Xiao
Yeah,
Yu.
Xiao Yu.
Show you.
Annoying is how you
Cool
say it.
ass.
Annoying. Speaking of Tekken 7, we have our opinions about Tekken 7. I personally had my opinions last time. I'm not going to go over them, but some of us have actually tried to pick it up.
We tried,
Yes.
you know, we downloaded it, and then it made us read a very long description before you actually can fucking play the game. Like, why you want to sit here?
Terms
Okay.
and conditions.
Oh my
You could
God.
be signing
They
your
don't want you to
fucking
hurt
life
yourself
away.
now.
Did you ever see the episode of
South Park.
where they-
Reading the
It was
disclaimer.
Apple or something. They didn't read the disclaimer. They just fucking hit agree.
Like,
And the
nobody
Apple was coming for that ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But
So yeah, read your shits.
Yeah. Tekken, I'll give it a chance. My boy Lei Wulong isn't in there, but I found a new home with Dragunov, and Dragunov with this iron knuckle.
Wasn't he one of the people? Well, not a main, but wasn't he one of the people you played back in the day?
You know how Tekken is. You kind of play with everybody. You
I
know,
guess I'm not a Tekken player. So I'm
like you just
Yeah.
I ain't
pick
really
somebody
played
up
since 3.
and mash buttons until you win. That's how we played Tekken back in the day. I never got into it competitively, but me and Dragunov with this bare knuckle are gonna beat down all the imposters. I'm looking at you, Lucky Chloe. You shouldn't be in this game. Where my boy Lei Wulong at? That's all I gotta say.
Well, he's not gonna beat my Leo for sure.
I just beat his
I
Leo
mean,
3
you
times.
just-
Yo,
Oh,
hold on.
wait,
Hold on.
Hold on, time out.
No,
Let me mediate this.
mediated,
Alright,
Jack, because I just beat you
Jack.
3
Okay,
times.
Okay, you beat me 3
what's the
times.
count?
Okay.
What was the
What's
count?
the count?
It was 3-1.
3-1.
Okay,
3-1.
3-1.
Okay.
But what happened? What happened? What earlier in the week?
I don't
How many
remember nothing earlier in the week.
times? Of course.
Damn, Mario
Yeah,
said.
because he's trying to erase them L's from his mind.
He said if I remember, it ain't happened.
Hey, look, we ain't talking about
That's how-
all this
that's how
stuff
it
that
go.
happened 3-4 weeks ago and shit.
No, it didn't
we
happen
talk about
3-4
what
weeks
just
ago.
happened.
A couple
It's
days.
like fucking Chappelle. I hit you tonight.
Yeah, but me and my boy Super M got a little rivalry going
Yeah,
on.
we hate each other in video games. We're best of friends.
It'd be
outside
like
of
that.
it.
That's how these games are. It's friendly competition.
Yep.
Like I might like want to punch you in the face, but I'm not going to. Just do it in the game.
Face.
Right.
God, I hate you, this character's cheap. But So anyway, we also had a Street Fighter 5 tournament there. I was surprised to see him there, but Punk took first.
Not a surprise.
Not a surprise.
Not a surprise.
We knew that was about to happen.
Well, I'll go through the placements and then we'll talk about what happened.
Okay.
So, Punk took first. All right. TN Ice Effect came in second, and third place was Pi Kami.
Is that the same Pie from Smug?
Yeah, same guy.
He's
They all play left NLBC.
Okay, all right.
So they all kind of know each other anyway. But yeah, that was an interesting thing because Punk pretty much claimed that, you know, the scene down here was free and he was going to come through here and run through everybody without using his main. And he pretty much stuck to that until he got to, Winners Finals, I think?
Yep.
Yeah. It was Winners Finals when he had to play Ice Effect.
Ice Effect came in.
And Ice Effect plays a pretty strong Laura. And, you know, Punk was rocking with Cammy at first. And it was 2-0. And the Punk was like, okay. He didn't want to. You can see it in his face. He did not want to make the switch. But he's like, all right, I'm just going to do it.
Because he already knew, man. You can't just come out here and make that claim, right?
Well, yeah, because you never know who's out.
You never know who's out here.
Like, you got people that are
killers
bomb online. You got
Right.
people that are bomb, you know, at home and just don't go out and play a lot. Like, you know, you never fucking know.
Ice Effect made him reveal that final form, though.
He was like, nah, let me get that name. So he ended up having to pull out the carry and he ended up taking it and all that kind of stuff. But
Yep.
yeah, that was fun to watch.
Y'all
Another
was-
funny little moment though, when Punk played not Pi, when he played Kami. So I guess toward the end of the set, I guess Kami was just like, fuck it. He just gave Punk his stick. Obviously, he wasn't like salty about it. Dude was smiling and shit, but he just gave Punk his stick and let him finish out the set with Akuma and stuff. It was stupid. I've never seen anybody do that in the top 8. But I guess, you know, all in fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Punk also almost lost his keys. We was trying to call him for.
It
it
was Injustice
it was
top
after
8
Injustice top
announced.
8. He just
Wait,
disappeared.
Did he play in Injustice?
Yeah, he played.
Yeah, what happened?
I think he came in 6th or 7th, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
right,
Because
wow.
shit, who was he
I
playing?
didn't-
Yeah,
He got that high?
He got that high.
Did he go into losers or winners?
He went into losers,
Losers?
Yeah.
but he
Damn,
got
he
that
was rocking
high.
the Black Adam, right?
Yes, he's
Okay.
playing with Black Adam. I was talking shit about him too because he was like not doing the full fucking combos, and then I shut the fuck up once he won the came back and won the set.
He played Black Adam, and in the button check, all he was doing was dive kicks.
You just got to be on point, man.
As if to just say, this is all I'm going to use. I don't need to check no other buttons
fam.
but this dive kick. No, but he played a pretty solid game. I think KP was kind of running him through just, you know, the lay of the land, who the people play, helping him practice before. And, you know, even though that's not his game, man, he does not play bad at Injustice. He still plays.
He doesn't.
You know, he probably beat my behind, so I can't say nothing to the man. Shout outs to Punk, man, doing his thing.
You might want to give a shout out to another top 8
Oh,
player.
we got
the lobby with, bro.
Look.
Alright,
The honorable mentions have to come first, man.
Alright,
You know,
alright.
we got to talk about your boy Forever King.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was out, man. I thought he wasn't gonna come back.
He did the most impressive shit with Batman I've ever seen.
He's
bruh.
pretty bomb.
I was like, oh,
He is Batman.
He
my
is
God.
Batman.
I don't know if Batman is as good
But
as his right now.
He came in like, I am the knight, sir. Like, he would jump in and do that glide, and you'd be too scared,
Right.
ducking like, ah!
Oh, by the way, Forever King did take first in the Adjusted
Yeah, he
Suit.
came
he
back
took
took
first.
first.
And then who do we have? OD Full Auto.
Full auto,
He was
uh-huh.
second
With
with
his
his dead
dead
shot.
shot.
And then we had
Ooh.
this is what was crazy to me. Home Lee.
This
took
man
third
playing
place.
with one hand.
One fucking hand.
One hand.
Like
Bro, if I got my ass beat with somebody with one hand, why I got two hands on my
fucking
controller?
Speechless, dude. He played Batman as well, but I have like, how are your inputs so clean when
Man,
like
using
your
2
whole
fingers.
right hand is screwed up? You can only use like 2 of his fingers to play,
What the
and he
fuck?
plays fucking third.
One
That's
hand,
crazy.
Batman. That is how good Batman is, sir. You could play with one hand and mop a whole tournament. I'm just kidding. I'm not taking anything away from Homely. He was an amazing player.
It was amazing to see, dude. Like,
no.
no excuses. Now I just know I'm garbage.
Yeah, bro.
If you can play injured and go through an entire tournament and place fucking third,
Yeah.
bruh. Come on. That's OD right there.
Yeah, I'm straight trash, man. Straight Oscar the Grouch in these streets.
Oh shit.
So overall, you guys love DreamHack.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
We want it to come back. Hopefully they bring it back next year because I don't want to miss it this time because fuck all that.
Right.
I'm low key jealous because y'all spilling all the beans about all the awesome shit.
I'm
Mario
so
comes back
good.
with this amazing goddamn controller.
it was a
Like the
weekend to
holy
remember.
grail of all fucking controllers. Like really?
Yeah, I went there headhunting, man.
He got all the bells and whistles.
all of them. All of them. I may not have the best luck, but I got these bucks. So,
Money.
I'm still kind of salty though. Jet still got that free pass. That's what I really want.
Yeah.
we all got
mean-
free passes. I got a free pass. Kenny got a free pass.
I
Jeff
didn't
got
get no free
pass.
pass. What happened?
You might not have been there at the right
Oh
time.
yeah,
I
man.
was
I
Yeah.
don't know.
You had to work,
Hey,
remember?
some of us work, man. It happens. Luckily, DreamHack ain't super fucking expensive to go to.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it wasn't
True.
expensive.
$45 for the weekend, man.
$45 for the weekend. If you just want to go for one day, it's only what $20. So
$20, or you could be Jet and get the $200 pass for free.
he's being real light skinned. Right
Real light skin,
This is
boy. Shining.
now. Real light skin.
We look
right
like
now.
Kunta Kinte next to this dude, and you ain't even dark.
I'm not even dark. I barely passed the paper bag test. Like,
Right.
damn, Jet. You know, I got the $200 one for free though. You know.
Jet light bright and 2 shades from white right about now, man.
Thanks, Nicole. You're awesome.
Guys, but so I guess we can move on from DreamHack now.
Yeah,
Well,
I wanna
wait, let's
go-
do a quick rating for DreamHack.
Rating?
Yeah.
Rating. What
So
would you
out
give
of
it?
10, I would give it a strong. This is my first time being here. I'm not gonna lie. I was mind blown as soon as I fucking went down the escalator and seen everything. There was no negatives at all for me at this con.
Oh yeah, Mario, you did say you had like a few.
You said you had
about it.
negatives, so I want you to rate
Yeah,
yours.
go through
and
that.
then-
Rate it, and then go through
Okay,
that.
cool. Yeah, I mean, if I had to give some critiques about DreamHack, and they're not so much negatives as to places where I see improvement. Right.
Okay, yeah.
First of all, the advertising.
Yes, it was
A
no-
lot
oh
of
my
people that I
God.
told about DreamHack were like,
What?
I didn't know that it
Yeah.
was this weekend. Co-workers, 4 or 5 of them love video games, had no idea.
And it's like right across the street from us.
And it's
Right.
right across the street from work. And the thing is, like, when we have Atlanta has become a bit of a convention town. If you have a convention, you have plenty of space to advertise.
Right.
And you know, there should have been representatives at the other cons.
I should have seen
I think I
flyers
might have
everywhere.
seen. I might have seen.
I'd say one billboard on the highway.
Yeah.
Going down 85.
Right. And when MomoCon, DragonCon is there are banners on
They got
every
banners
street
all
corner,
down the street,
all the
yeah.
way. So
Yeah.
Everywhere.
advertising would do wonders because you know this is the first time in the Southeast that we've had something like this. You know, and I am impressed with the turnout, and I hope the organizers are impressed too. But advertising will go a long way because the people need to know. I mean, they will know because we're going to be talking about it. The
Yeah.
cosplayers are going to be talking about it. The gamers are going to spread the word of mouth. But, you know, Atlanta is a convention city. So, you know, if the word got out, you'd be up to your ears in cosplayers, DreamHack. So that's one thing. The next thing, there were just a few areas that had some leaks. And it's nothing on the DreamHack people.
Yeah.
It rained and it was more of
That was more of the facility.
the
Right?
facility.
Yeah.
Georgia
So
World
Congress
Center.
Center, get your stuff together.
We can say shit. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
All right, get your shit together.
Shit together.
Because we want DreamHack to succeed.
Yeah.
want them to come
And we
back.
definitely want more like opportunities like this from other establishments and stuff. to come through,
The
too.
next thing too, and this is just something they could grow into. I need more swag. Right, this is an opportunity for the gaming community to get serviced. I would love to see somebody with selling their custom sticks, servicing sticks, repairing buttons, selling things that we
That's
normally
That's one
can't.
thing I didn't see.
because we even
yeah.
see stuff like that at regular
Yeah,
conventions.
like
So that
at
would be-
final round, there were people that were there. Somebody selling those
I bought
little
like a replacement joystick for mine.
right, something that would have done well for vendor spaces. Those little we call it those little bead art things. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
the bead sprites, yeah.
Bead
I
sprites
got a
would have
Kenshi
been
one.
lovely to grab a little collection of that. I would have loved to see more Funkos there. You know, Box Lunch or what's that other store? It's not Box Lunch. It's the other one in the mall. Think Geek.
Shit, yeah,
They could have had booths there. You know how much money?
that would have been smart.
It would have been very smart. So the dealers area could have expanded. I know it was kind of like, hit or miss, but like we love swag,
everybody loves to buy things.
Everybody likes to walk away from things with that. And I just wanted a bigger dealers area. And it would have been the vendors. We had a few very stellar vendors, and I don't know if they were just forced to use the vendors that were there because there's the same vendors that I've seen in MomoCon. So I don't know if it's a specific list, but like a little bit more vendors would have been nice, to keep the snacks flowing. I will say though, they had the alcohol there.
Yes.
Several stations had bartenders. Mwah, I love you guys.
That actually surprised the fuck out of me.
Me too.
I was walking down there and I was like, wait, was that liquor?
Right.
In the reverse, like Drew.
Right.
Was that liquor?
And I don't know if Dreamhack is known for this, but I would have loved to see some news and announcements there from some of the developers, some representatives from some companies.
Yeah, that would have been real nice.
We had the target audience there. Mm-hmm. I would have loved to play Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we were hoping
some game builds.
Bad.
Oh my god. And I don't know if that's a partnering thing with Dreamhack, but I mean Dreamhack could
I wonder if Dreamhack actually reaches out to these companies, or do the companies reach out to Dreamhack to try to get in?
That would be interesting. That'd be a question for Trevor. I'm pretty sure he would know.
Yeah.
We may have to get him on here one day.
I mean, if y'all talk to him, y'all could probably get them to bring in a lot more of these people, especially if he knows, that there's an interest for stuff like that.
Oh yeah, but Dreamhack, Xavier Woods was also in the building. Like, shout outs to him. But
he's always everywhere. Right, let's be real.
Right. But yeah, and despite those minor, and I say these are just me picking at things. That's how you know something's good when you got to find something to pick at.
If you have to find something.
I had to dig deep for those. I would still give it a solid 9. I had more fun there than I've had at no shade to MomoCon at MomoCon.
Yeah.
Like, I was so engaged from start to finish at that convention. There was probably very few moments where I was just doing nothing and walking around,
I agree.
I would give it a solid 9.
That's awesome. And Jet, did you actually give it a number or did I miss it?
Super M took my shine.
Oh,
yeah, let him shine, baby. Let him shine. I mean, he pretty much said everything as far as the critiques and everything as far as the vendors. So we did have some vendors. I mean, there was like one super geeked up shop as far as where you could buy pops. We went there and there was actually like this super popular fucking Vegeta Super Saiyan God mode that I've never seen. It's like black armor.
Okay. Oh yeah, it was rare.
It was rare.
But it was like $60.
Yeah,
I'm not
it was expensive as shit. I mean, so it did have some good vendors. So we're not throwing shade or anything. There was select vendors. We actually got the vendor from there, like we mentioned earlier, to get our Kombo BreakerZ jersey.
But they could have more, right?
But they could have more.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a like I said, as soon as I went down there, and as soon as you go down the escalator, you see lights fucking shining. Like it literally looks like you walk into a fucking TV show. And it's just shit everywhere. There's cameras, there's gamers, and everybody's just having a good time. There was literally no negative incidents besides the fucking landline going down. As far as people-wise, nobody was on any kind of bullshit. Everybody was there for one purpose. That was to have fun gaming. I'll give the event a 9.5 out of 10.
Damn.
I had so much fun here.
Now I really want to
go. We didn't mention this, but it's 24 hours, 24-hour gaming. So that's from Friday, Saturday.
That's
and it ended at Sunday.
Yeah, I figured they would kick people out because,
at 6. There is a section that was sectioned off, so you can actually go to sleep there if you wanted to choose to camp there. So that was something that I was like, holy shit, this is, I wouldn't do it, but hey,
right, not my
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If I was, where to fucking travel somewhere and they want to pay for a hotel, hey, they letting us sleep in this section.
That's actually pretty dope.
You save so much fucking money. So that was cool as shit. And like I said, the setup was really good. So yeah, I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
That's awesome. Well, we would definitely be hitting that up next year. Mm-hmm. But we got a few announcements of video games we want to cover a little bit. Injustice 2, Starfire. She finally got revealed.
Yes.
We thought she was gonna come out around, what was that? Evo?
I think it was.
But it's actually more around San Diego Comic-Con that we got.
We got it for Comic-Con.
So that's pretty hype. Her trailer, Mario's super hype about it because she looks like Hawk Girl.
No, she's not. Looks like Hawk Girl. She is Hawk Girl. And she's fine. Lay you down.
But this is what I can say about Starfire. From seeing her trailer, she has a lot of advancing strings. She has very great special moves. I mean,
they look cool, but I wonder which ones are the gear moves.
Right.
That's always the guessing
That's
game
always
in these
the
trailers, and it always ends up being like the most awesome ones that you can't fucking
I'll tell you
use
which move is not
competitively.
gear move though. That the flight is definitely her trait.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
seriously,
that's-
the
yeah,
flight
that's gonna
is
be her trait.
definitely
That's
her.
gonna be her
There was
trait.
the only thing that looked like a trait in that entire thing, unless the
Yeah.
star bolts were a trait, which I
Yeah.
doubt it.
Yeah,
We
that's
know the
stupid.
basic star bolts are going to be her move. We also know that Hawk Girl flying straight forward and diving move. That's gonna be one because Blue Beetle has the same move. But the other ones that all that extra flair, shooting a ball of plasma,
Yeah.
doing all those, those are
Spins
gear
in
moves.
air.
Those are way too
Yeah.
cool.
Look
to
cool
be-
as shit.
Nah.
So what else did you gather from the trailer though? As far as like her movement, like you think, I don't know, what do you think about her play style?
I mean, her play style. I mean, it seems like she just has a lot of plus frames. I mean, that's what it literally seems like. Like you're gonna have to go in there and lab and actually see the gaps that you're gonna have to poke through, especially using my Wonder Woman. I know I'm gonna be knocking that bitch out the sky all the goddamn time, especially if you pick her on Mario.
Oh damn!
Be ready
Shots
for that.
fired!
Gunning
Shots
for that.
fired!
Damn.
again.
That shield is coming for you.
We're gonna have to do a Kombo BreakerZ live stream where we have these two.
We need
going
to,
at
we
it.
should do like a King of the Hill or something.
Yeah,
one
we'll
day.
do a King of the Hill for
I
you
need
guys.
to practice because I'm garbage. I don't really have to.
Injustice King of the Hill coming
We'll
soon.
see. In other news, Kingdom Hearts 3 finally
Finally.
gave everybody a release.
Nah,
date.
Mario got some beef with this game.
Well, I think a lot of people have beef with this game because it took a while to come. Well, it's taken a while to come out.
Yeah.
Like 12 years since Kingdom Hearts 2. In between, they gave like
Only 12.
You got a point there.
Yeah, he does have a point. He does have a point.
You know what?
Just
But the Toy Story trailer was looking good.
Somebody
really
grew
did look
up.
good.
This is like somebody was born and seen like early teenage,
shit.
like pre-adolescence and shit
Yep.
before
Oh,
another
man.
King. That's crazy.
Yep. I don't have
It's-
any beef with Kingdom Hearts, guys. People ask me why I've never played the game, and I'm like, I don't want to play with Mickey Mouse and Goofy.
I think I'm with you there.
You
It
know-
never really like tickled my
Fuck
fancy.
Goofy.
in a
Goofy don't
sense.
heal nobody.
I thought that was Donald that they said didn't heal anyone.
See,
Was it
this
that?
is where they
yeah,
messed
that was-
up.
My bad.
This is where they messed
My
up.
bad.
Disney characters trying to be RPG people. Just because Mickey Mouse wore a magic hat that one time, all of a sudden he think he a black mage. Get out of here. But I do know, in all honesty, I do know the game is an amazing RPG. It
Yeah,
has
it
an
is.
amazing following, and really congrats to all these people who are finally gonna get to play that game, even though half of them got arthritis
Right.
by now.
Like we totally joke with some of our friends, like y'all were never gonna get that game. They'll give y'all Kingdom Hearts 2.99999
That is so true.
before they give y'all fucking Kingdom
Not
Hearts 3.
2.9998.
That's all they did.
Bro,
I
got
wouldn't be fucking
2.5.
surprised. They gotta save 0.9 for next year. So, but yeah, and then we also got some news from the director Tetsuya Nomura about why it took so long, and it's pretty much just like them changing, from the to the Unreal Engine from whatever they were working in. So, I mean, you can see that it kind of takes some time to completely switch engines, right? Like
A decade.
Mhm.
You know how many versions of Unreal came out?
I think this just happened though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
that-
they must
that
have
was
started.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
was
because
more
they
recent.
were working with the Final Fantasy game.
Right.
Oh, okay. And
switched
then
to
they
that.
switched like mid-project.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I guess.
They-
Game
They
assets
even did
and
that for
things.
Final Fantasy 15. They switched.
Yeah, and I think my biggest question though, like with anything that like takes this long to come out, like we saw with Duke Nukem Forever, right? Like everybody wanted that game to come out, and then when it came out, it was a pile of horseshit.
Horseshit.
So I'm like, I have total faith in like Square, but like you
Yeah.
gotta wonder, like, is it gonna live up to the hype that we've all
Let's
built it up
take a
to?
vote on that. Jet, what do you think? Hype or
Can't
no
you-
hype?
You can't build up for something for 12 years and not find something that you're gonna find disappointment in.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty much impossible to say like, oh, once it's a good game, but people are still gonna nitpick at it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this could have been done better. We waited a full 12 years and this is what they gave us. I mean, they're going to give you a good game regardless. Number 1 was good. Number 2 was good. I played both of them. And I know number 3 is still going to be good. As far as if I'm hyped for it, no, my hype died down like 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Yeah.
Probably
about
more
4
than that.
years ago.
4 years?
Oh, man. I
I
was
don't
still in high school playing fucking Kingdom Hearts, man. I'd have graduated college, got in the corporate
degree, a
office.
job,
God,
like-
goddamn. Like, yeah.
It's. I don't think it'll necessarily kill the hype for it. The fact that it took so long, but But I think, like you said, it'll definitely have people nitpicking and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Avery, what you think?
I mean, for me, I would say I'm pretty hyped for the game, mainly because my brother keep giving me these free Kingdom Hearts games. I'm always playing them. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 gonna be a bomb regardless. So, yeah, it takes 12 years. It's still gonna be the bomb, just like Final Fantasy. So
12 years a slave.
Y'all been 12 years a slave to that fucking franchise.
Right.
Cause they just been giving y'all little tidbits and shit.
Think of it like an album. They let the hype die down, and then when it gets close to release, they let it build back up.
What album is this? Prince Greatest Hits?
But then what happens when the album come out and then everybody just like,
It's mediocre. See, what happens is you're facing a
it,
problem.
Kanye.
Like, people's expectations are way up
Way
here.
too high, yeah.
And like the game
I wouldn't say my expectations are way up there.
Well, some people's could be.
I mean,
your expectations are high.
Yeah, they're high.
If the game
They're
comes
high.
like a little bit short of that, people are gonna complain. But people are gonna complain anyway. What age do we live in? You know what I mean?
That's true.
But
that's true.
I think it'll be fine. It's Kingdom Hearts.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be as a bit of a disappointment to a lot of people, and here's why: you let the hype beast run on too long, too long, right?
is true.
People are starving for an amazing experience. They're not just starving for a good experience from Kingdom Hearts. They are starving for that original experience from Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
They want to take that magic they had back in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and they're looking to finish this saga out. And I'm telling you, better bring the fucking fairies and
Best
pixie
ending
dust
ever. Well, I don't know if it's gonna end now.
But you need to bring Mickey and have him take all that magic out that magic hat he got and wish upon a damn star, because y'all game better bring tears to people's eyes. You know what I'm saying? People need to be telling their babies that they done had while waiting for this game how awesome this game is. Because here's the thing: you let the hype build up too long. Right. The only other game that I've seen live up and build that hype for so long was StarCraft. Right? Between StarCraft Brood War and StarCraft 2 was almost about as much time.
But what made StarCraft great? And that's something that Kingdom Hearts can implement.
Well, I mean, it's not impossible, but it's like I don't see a lot of games that go away for so long and come back, especially with fans waiting. So I would wager that it's not going to live up to the hype.
I feel like their way to live up to the hype is through their gameplay. That's the only way it's going to live up to the hype. If they introduce some new mechanics,
it's got to look good too.
Yeah. So,
but yeah,
it's got to play good.
That thing's got to be stellar, man. And games aren't like that these days.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 open beta. Y'all played it?
Man, fuck Destiny 2. That game is garbage.
Did you hear my boo? Do I need to say it again? Fuck Destiny.
I guess they're not hype about Destiny.
Fuck this game.
So this is what you talk about, building up the hype and not producing. This is what it produces. People hate you.
They're fucking I didn't play the beta because fuck Destiny, but I have other gamers at my job. When we're on lunch break, we talk about fucking gaming, and they said they played the fucking Destiny beta for a good 30 minutes to an hour, and they said fuck this game. They was like, this is from someone who put fucking hours into Destiny 1. They're like, dude, this is the exact same fucking game.
Really?
Nothing is different. And I was like, really? So, I've already been telling you fuck Destiny, but really.
Sequels are hard, man.
My main fuck Destiny is because the DLC. Like, I paid for a game. You didn't give me a full game. You already got DLC ready for Destiny 2 before the fucking game is being released. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
They're trying to rake in them dollars, man. That's just the way of the world now. It sucks.
And the way of the world now that gamers are realizing that, hey, we don't need this game.
Yeah,
because there's going to be other games
suffer.
like that.
So
sales will suffer.
Hopefully, people will start giving us more complete experience at the beginning rather than rely. I mean, I know they got to make their money too, but you got to think about your consumer too.
You make your money by making a good game. We all already got to buy a copy. That's $50 a game, $60 a game, right? Yeah. Give us a full game so that we want to play your game. Now, here's the thing: don't overpromise and underdeliver. Whoa, we've got this crazy, massively open world. Nah, it's instance, fam. It's instance, and it's repetitive, and it's boring, and you already have the DLC on the disc.
Right.
So you're wanting me to just Destiny?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're not playing.
No, we're not.
But speaking of sequels, I want to talk about Splatoon 2 real quick because I know. And you heard Mario do the Mario noise. Sheer fucking excitement. I know Mario is like our resident Splatoon like connoisseur. if you can call it that. Probably not. That's probably the wrong word.
Mm-hmm.
But so what are you thinking about it as far as the sequel goes? Like from what you've played, they've had a Splatfest and what else?
So they started off with a little demo Splatfest. Nintendo has a way of like giving you the first hit for free and then getting you hooked on a game, and that's been their marketing thing, which I love because no one does demos for games anymore.
Yeah, nah. I beg to differ, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, not an open beta. We're talking about,
we're not open like that.
Yeah, we're talking about game done, try it out, and then decide whether you want to buy it. And that's what I appreciate for Nintendo.
That is true. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time. Not since we used to get the discs.
Right.
Back in the day, like a little extra. Yeah.
So what ends up happening is Splatoon 2 is how you do a sequel. It is everything we loved about the original game. Nothing was cut away, and they were just like, let's expand on everything that was awesome. And that is Splatoon. Splatoon, I can't say enough about the game. It's an innovative shooter. The gameplay, it's fun. I'm tired of having shooters.
I love the character designs too.
The character designs got even better. It's like they took a fashion person and came in and said, let's add some more swag to this. Balancing is just done amazing. They gave you way more weapons, all new supers. It's like, it's like playing the game but a second time, but I kind of know what I'm doing already. But it's a brand new game.
And it's still pretty accessible to somebody who's just jumping in. Though,
to somebody who's just jumping in, you have all levels of fun, from casual all the way to professional teams. And even in the online ranking mode, they said, last time it was just casual and ranked. Cool. Now you have casual, you have ranked, you have team ranked. We could all form a team, and that team levels up in rank. So we could then practice in a 2-man cell or a 4-man cell if we were professionals, right?
Hey.
Even on the single-player mode's been expanded. It's an amazing platformer shooter, and the boss battles are fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but what they added was a horde mode called Salmon Run. All 4 of us could get together, and we're on an island, and it's just waves of boss monsters that just come in and try to attack us. We got to kill the boss monsters, take their eggs, safely deliver them to another point. It's a lot of fun for all kinds of gamers. And then, of course, the swag aspect, the mini games, art, like, there's so much, and there's a culture that's built around it. That is how you do a sequel. You take what works, right, and you just expand on it. You're like, if everything was at level 5 last time, push it to 11 this time.
Even like the story is well, from stuff that I've seen, I've heard that the story is actually pretty good too.
It's got a little story. I haven't made it all the way through the story yet, but because I'm all about that rank right now. I'm trying to get the swag up. I got my Korean K-pop mask on. You know what I'm saying? Even the character customization, they just added on to it. Now there are different hairstyles for the boys and girls. Let's talk about my Thin Mint Chocolate Chip Bae. Oh God. The new Inklings, the two ones.
She's a DJ.
Yeah, she's the DJ. It's not Pearl, it's Marina. Oh my goodness! But Nintendo was just like, how are you gonna save Nintendo? We gonna put as much chocolate in it as possible. Have you seen Twintel?
They had Twintel.
Have you seen Twintel?
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm surprised Mario ain't got a black chick in there. I'm pretty sure somewhere there's gonna be a black chick in the new Mario. Because
I think the only bad thing that I've heard about Splatoon 2 though is how they plan on doing the chat. Like you have to get a whole.
That is, and that's not even just a Splatoon thing. That's just a Nintendo thing.
Yeah, because I know they make it a point to try to make things family friendly, and I know how toxic the community can be sometimes online. But I don't know. Do people really want to go through all that to try to communicate? Because it's a competitive game. You have to,
Here's the thing. You don't. There's a little thing called Discord. Get on it. All right. Stop kidding yourself.
This is true.
You have a smartphone. Get on Discord. Talk with your friends. You could still hear the game. You can still talk with all your peoples, and guess what? It's a community. So, yeah, Nintendo, I guess that's marketed to people who don't have a smartphone.
Right.
The small population out there that doesn't, because I saw a homeless guy with a smartphone the other day. But yeah, it's there are workarounds to that, and we've always used, even with the old Nintendo stuff, our cell phones. We call each other, and Discord just makes that easier. So,
but I do think,
shame on you, Nintendo.
I think it should be something that's something that all games have is just a core thing, right? Just a way to talk to anybody. Just
you think so, but Nintendo seems to have a different opinion.
They do all this.
They don't like the internet.
Then,
they don't like just adding people as friends. We got to go through friend codes. That protects anyone from anything. It just makes it one more annoying. I don't want to bash Nintendo. I love Nintendo. Nintendo do better.
It's like they come up with these new
innovative ways to do things
to play games, but then go backwards in a certain area.
Yeah, like you have all this innovation, but like you still don't have like all the core things.
Exactly.
Like, it's like I love you, Nintendo, and I still want to get my hands on the Switch too.
Right.
So like, up your numbers.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up.
Hey.
I guess we're all going to DreamHack if it comes back next year.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
This is a super definite.
Can we just agree on that now?
I'm gonna make sure I go to every day.
I'm not missing this shit because
No,
it sounds like it was fucking awesome.
It was amazing. I'm sorry you missed it.
Yeah.
Because you just heard our glory.
My feelings are a little bit hurt. I'm a little bit salty, but it's okay.
Are we gonna be in there even more next time?
Yeah, definitely.
There's always another time. We get the run backs.
Ain't
Will
nothing
we
gonna happen.
compete this time?
Yes.
KBZ
KBZ Super M.
KBZ Jets cosplay. Because I'm
KBZ Mr. Magic.
See?
KBZ, me. I'm just gonna put me on my shit. Like, y'all know I just play.
Your turn.
Right.
But again, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 2 of the Kombo Breakers podcast.
Hey, Kombo Breaker.
Thank you. And this is Mr. Bilbo Swaggins.
Jets cosplay.
Mr. Magic.
And your boy Super M.
Signing out.
Peace.